Well, one day it will be cooling off, but not so much yet. Still 100 in McAllen right now, 101 in Rio Grande City. Temperatures in the 90s elsewhere. Actually, a little warmer than it was yesterday in the lower valley. Remember, by this time yesterday, sea breeze had already cooled it back to about 89 or 90 in Cameron and Wolsey counties, but still some areas a little bit hotter. 95 right now in Weslaco and 97 in Edinburgh. Still feels pretty hot. The humidity's up. Feels like 102 in Harlingen and Raymondville, and also in McAllen. Feels like 101 in Port Isabel, 104 in Rio Grande City. So even though it's fall, temperature's not ready to fall, and we still have some warm days ahead. The winds are at least picking up a little bit. We have a light breeze around. Wind speeds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Occasionally a gust about 25 miles per hour across the valley. We should see that again tomorrow. Wind speeds, a little breeze around, maybe a gust of 20 to 25 miles per hour much of the afternoon. Temperatures, though, back in the mid-90s in many areas tomorrow. If the rain holds off, it's not out of the question. Maybe a couple of these areas touch 100 degrees in Star and western Hidalgo counties, around Rio Grande City, maybe around San Isidro and Roma, and in western Hidalgo County as well. But a lot of places should be in the 90s. I think we'll see a few more clouds tomorrow build up and a little bit better chance of showers or storms. Not good chances, but about a 40% chance for rain, meaning probably less than half the valley should see rain at some point tomorrow. But there's not much out there today, so it should be an increase. A little weak trough of low pressure and some moisture is out here. You don't see it, generating a lot of rain, but I think as this moves inland tomorrow and we get some daytime heating, you might see a couple more showers or storms. But again, most of the time and probably the majority of the places still dry. If you are traveling around Texas, not a lot going on this weekend. Most of the state looking fairly quiet. I'll show you the travel forecast coming up. But the NAM computer model, upper level highs across the eastern Gulf. A little weak trough is going by in far northern Texas, but in between, a little bit of a weak trough, a little weak disturbance moves in across northern Mexico and the valley over the weekend. So it gives the atmosphere a little bit more uplift, a little bit more of a kick, and some added moisture for a couple more showers and storms popping up on Saturday and maybe even into Sunday. Some of the models say it may kind of drop off a little bit Sunday, but we'll keep the rain chances probably at about 40% as some of this moisture is still around. I think after that, rain chances start to gradually fade away more by Monday. You don't see much on the map there during the day on Monday across the valley, so I think rain chances start going down, and then even more so by Tuesday. So our rain chances at 40% both Saturday and Sunday. Best chances during the daytime in the late morning and afternoon, then down to 30% or maybe even a little bit lower by Monday and going into Tuesday. If you are traveling, hot and mainly dry in Laredo, near 97 or so Saturday and Sunday for highs. Corpus Christi might have 1 or 2 showers or storm with the sea breeze, and then San Antonio mainly dry, I think, most of the time in the morning, but there could be a couple of afternoon showers or storms if you're headed toward the hill country, but still rather warm in the 90s. And Houston could have a couple of afternoon showers or storm as well, but generally in the low 90s. So first 1-5 AccuWeather forecast tonight, down to 77 degrees, mostly clear skies. Humid. If there is a sprinkle or shower, it could still occur before about 6 or 7 p.m. But after that, I think the skies turn mostly clear and it stays pretty dry tonight. Tomorrow, there could be a couple showers or storms building up really at any time. I wouldn't be surprised if there are 1 or 2 near the coast in the morning near sunrise. But I think as the day goes on, a couple showers or storm in spots in the afternoon. Highs near 94 degrees, but probably most of the time, like I said, or most areas will be dry. Just watch the clouds. They'll be building up in the afternoon. Check the weather app. It's not on the remote control, but it's on the phone. You can check it and see if there is a thunderstorm coming your way. And your first 1-5 7-day forecast, it's definitely not a cold front coming in. The average day of the first cold front usually arrives about the last couple days or so of September, and we are rolling through that this weekend without a cold front. Highs still stay in the 90s each day. It may drop a little bit as the wind flow here at the surface, instead of being southeast, turns a little more east by next week, but it's not a big difference in temperatures. Highs may drop a couple degrees into the low 90s on average for highs, and nighttime lows stay in the 70s. Rain chances at about 40% or so each day this weekend. You saw the 30% on Monday and probably around 10 or 20% mainly for an afternoon shower through next week. We'll keep tracking it ahead in your first 1-5 forecast here on Channel 5 News at 5.